I'm talking to Vanessa from about the Saturday night game. She was like, "Do we mean two characters or even?" It's such a little like it's just like, oh, I'll trust you. I'm like, I don't mean to mean to your characters. That's the sci-fi. The Point Capital. That one is Saturday day. Saturday. Uh, so Animus Absentis is the one where the crew of the ship don't have any memories. It's Joe Dark Matter. You're on the intro down, by the way. Heads up. So about 3.5 minutes, we'll go into live. I wonder if that's why. So that's 2 plot points. Slowpoke, you can do something moderately helpful or unhelpful. I suppose that's true. You could do 1 plot once, yeah. Uh, so do the and Patreon, and you go 5, 4, 3, 2.
Withered husk on the floor, and 3 of our party find themselves outside of the club. Tabitha in a back room with her touchstone Talon Phoenix. And before we continue any further, and we let everyone go to their character introductions, we're going to have our quick content warning. La Famille Boucherie is a program that embraces the night, the darkness within it, alongside the darkness within each of us. As such, this game may feature content that is troubling or triggering to some viewers. If you are sensitive to topics such as homelessness, drug use, blood play, in particular for tonight's episode, violence against innocents, manipulation or gaslighting, thievery, body horror, or other monstrous themes that may arise during play, please proceed with caution. Otherwise, we invite you to share our story and bask in that which makes us human and that which brings out the inner beast in us all. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Say it right one time. Fantastic. So let's go through and introduce the vampires that we'll be following tonight. We're going to start with Mikey. Please tell us who you are, where we can find you, and who you are playing tonight.
Hello, I am Nat. I'm playing Mikey, the sneaky Nosferatu. You can only really find me here right now and on the Black Feather Discord.
Thank you very much. We're going to move over to Michael Wayne now.
Hello there, I'm Michael Wayne. You give me a clip, I'll give you a chip. I will be playing Tabitha Bell, who just seems to get in one thing trouble after another and maybe might find a way out. So far it's gone well. This is just a minor inconvenience. Don't worry, it's all fine.
Let's hope that's the case. Slowpoke.
Hello, everyone. I'm Slowpoke. You'll be able to find me on the Black Feather Guild Discord. I'm playing Jet, currently maced and very distressed Malkavian, trying to make his way in the world.
And Tawny.
Hello, my name is Tawny. You can find me at Manic Horse on Twitter, or I guess sometimes on the Black Feather Guild. I don't read everything. I'm sorry, I'm bad guild member. I'm playing Maeve McCluskey, mess of a gangrel, currently covered in blood.
And I am Zan. You can catch me at the links that I just threw into chat. And I have the privilege of leading these now 4 people through their tale of unlife in the city of New Orleans. So,
Testing 1, 2, 3.
let's get started. Our scene's going to open tonight with Maeve, Silas, and Mikey. You're standing outside on the street, floods of bodies rushing past you, sirens wailing in the distance. You can still smell the blood on Maeve's clothes. There's a warm gun in your hand, Mikey. Jet, your eyes sting from the mace. What are you all doing?
So Jet has just finished his phone call, hasn't he?
Try to, yeah.
I think what Mikey does would depend on Jet's next move, really. Is Jet panicking? Or...
Well, he's flinchy for sure and just constantly trying to dry out his eyes, but just get a hold of him. I'm listening to the siren. Try to get him out of there. Put me in the car.
Hey,
Sorry.
no, go on.
Maeve might be digging around in her gut for a shell that she doesn't want there because she's afraid of it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and make a stamina and... oh boy, how are we gonna rule this? Why don't you make a stamina and...
Maybe medicine?
Yeah, medicine. It's definitely going to be medicine. Stamina and medicine for me.
Okay. Start out with medicine, right?
Yeah.
I ain't got no medicine. Stamina. Okay. See what happens. Probably nothing good.
2 successes. That's what you needed. Yeah, you find a still smoking shotgun slug in your guts, and as it's exposed to the air, it quickly lights. It bursts into fire in your hand as you drop it.
I like yelp and it like flick it away.
Yeah, the rest of you see this burning casing rolling on the ground.
Well, Jet probably doesn't, but whatever.
Nope.
Mikey, this is what you see. You kind of put 2 and 2 together. Why don't you make me an intellect and
A cult, maybe?
Intelligence. No, this definitely wouldn't be a cult. This would be probably awareness.
Science.
Awareness or academics.
We'll go with awareness.
Okay.
I'll take that.
All right.
Scrolling
All
down.
right. This gun ain't firing normal slugs. Pretty obvious at this point. Yeah. They smell distinctly of freshly lit match heads.
Okay.
Oh no, Michael's not here. Oh no.
So where's Maeve right now? Is she outside or is she still inside?
I think I'm next to y'all.
Okay. And the corpse that you specifically took a chunk out of is still in there.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Can Mikey see the bouncers, etc., still in there, and are the people still in the premises where the body is?
They're all trying to get out. You'd
Right.
be going against the flow of the bodies. Not impossible,
Okay.
but dangerous.
Okay. I think what Mikey's going to look to try and do is keep an eye on what's approaching from the road, i.e., the police, etc., emergency services, and also watch for an opportunity when the premises is empty, so he can go inside using his powers and retrieve the body and hopefully hide some of the vampiric evidence.
Okay. You notice that
I mean,
people
you
are.
have the shotgun, right?
I do.
Just shoot him in the fucking throat.
I mean, they're leaving. You know, it just seems a bit hasty.
Jet's gonna try with. Hold on, aren't we missing someone? Tab. Where's Tab?
I'll come in there with you.
All right. So yeah, where is Crazy Lady? Where'd she go?
She is nowhere to be seen.
Hold on, someone call her. We gotta be quick about this. I'm still listening to the sirens.
Can I hold up?
Yep, we'll get to that in just a few moments. The camera's going to shift back over to Tab having a conversation with her good mortal friend Talon Phoenix. Bullshit is the word on Phoenix's lips as she looks at you in disbelief of the lies that you have just spun for her.
Fine, you're right. I'm just trying to at least get you an excuse to leave. The truth is, you know how, like I said, I wanted to be your best friend forever, but I have to make things done for that forever to be possible?
Yeah? What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with tonight? I'm fucking bleeding. Is this really the conversation right now?
Well, I can help you with the bleeding part right now. Now, if while we can discuss this, and pulls out kind of like a couple little threads and needles, along with the little first aid has in their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I can deal with this first, or I can give you an explanation. Which would you like?
Tell me what the fuck's going on.
Puts away the. Well, I've had to do unsavory things to be around. Not all of those are quote unquote legal in certain circles, and such to get away from them and to make it so that I could be free of that, I'd have to be with certain parties and do certain things to appease the lady.
So, what are you in some kind of cartel or something?
Uh, that would be the shorthand. There's a longer explanation that would be more accurate that I can do at another time and place, but I think we need to you get either some help or us to get out of here quickly. So a best way like I can secure your way out is if you're okay with taking credit and becoming the hero here.
I didn't do anything.
That's that the cameras didn't get a clear sight of me. They only saw a jacket. If you go out here with the jacket and one of my blades, pulls out one of the bones knives, you can be the hero. Say that you're the one that saved people. Now, do you want that? Because if you can do that, that allows me to not be noticed here and you be the hero.
Sure, whatever, but you owe me an explanation.
I'm
Not
more
this
than willing.
half-assed bullshit that you gave me now.
Yes, I just needed at least an excuse to get us away. And you going bullshit was the quickest way out. And Tabitha takes off their jacket and a couple of the blades as well as the first aid and out of their pockets and just puts it just you go out there, have at least one of the bone blades in your hand shaking and say, like, I didn't know. There was some gal claiming about this all being a game and going after one person, and I only reacted. If you can do that, I can at least do another part to help aid that, and you be the hero.
Tomorrow night.
You got it.
No lies, no bullshit.
I will tell you everything that I am allowed to say. No lies, no bullshit.
And with that, your phone rings.
Tabitha nods and then just picks up the phone. Okay, and we got one part of the plan working. What's the next step?
Who is calling?
Yeah, I don't know which one of you would have called.
Like, Jet wouldn't be able to get his phone working due to no ice currently.
I think Mikey's too focused on what he's going to do, so I don't think he'd be calling either.
Maeve was gonna call.
Okay. So I'll let you, the two of you, take that scene.
Tab?
Yeah, we have
Where are
part
you?
one. I'm in the back securing a possible storyline. My next plan is to go to security and destroy any video evidence.
That's fair. Yeah. I kind of relay this to Mikey and Jet.
All right, might be a good call. Tell her we got to get out of here. We were too much on top of it. We got to get out.
Yeah, we got to get out soon. Tab, how do you think how fast do you think you can?
I can get out through the ventilation system. If you can just meet me at 5th and 3rd, I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do here. You might have to leave me if it comes to it. But I'm pretty sneaky. I should be okay.
Yeah, Mikey might be able to help you out. It's kind of Mikey's forte.
Yeah.
Maeve, can you drive?
Yeah, I
All
can
right.
drive.
Okay. Mikey, relay to them that if they can focus on the bodies, I'll focus on security videos and all that, and we'll meet on an exit route. Worst comes to worst, we'll all catch up at 5th and 3rd.
I mean, I don't think it's a good idea if we all go. Some of us ain't so subtle.
Yeah, but again, I think the idea is that's our backup plan if we get separated. I will find you, Mikey, after I deal with the video system.
All right, I'm gonna see what I can do about the what Maeve left in there.
Good job.
Sorry. Kind of
And
got shot in the stomach.
well, best of luck. I'm off to do mine, and closes the phone.
You have your cell phone, so I can always pick you up somewhere. All right, I drag Jet off towards the car.
All right. And I think we're gonna pop over to Mikey. What are you doing to get rid of the body?
Okay, so once Mikey is pretty sure that everyone has left the premises,
There's a crowd outside.
Okay.
But aside from a few people groaning and a few corpses, nobody else is moving.
Okay. Mikey is going to make as if to leave in a hurry. The intention being just so he can get into a place where he can't be seen, so he can activate his powers.
Okay.
So if that means just leaving the the car park, whatever it is we're currently stood in, and going down an alley or something, he's then going to activate Silence of Death and
Okay.
Passage. I think Unseen is a rouse check, I'm pretty sure.
It is, yeah.
So I shall do that now. That is a success, which is good.
Excellent.
Okay. So yeah, Mikey, with those 2 powers activated, as well as his max and fast pace, which he already had activated, I think it would continue on. He is going to, if he can find a side entrance to get into the premises, he will try and find one of those if he can. But he's not going to spend loads of time looking for one because he's aware that time is of the essence. So if he has to go in the front, he will.
Yeah, I think that the crowd is too dense at the moment. Without intentionally going around the entire block and looking for it, I think it would be pretty hard to navigate that side entrance.
Okay. He will therefore go inside as subtly as he can. He will immediately be wanting to deal with the body. I'm assuming it's pretty obvious, looking like an animal of some kind, as teared out its neck.
Yeah, it's a gory mess. You can see a little glimpse of spine from the front of it. It's nasty.
Right. Okay. And in addition, I presume there are some empty shells of the ammunition scattered around. Do they look like standard shotgun shells, or do they look a bit odd?
They're definitely odd.
Okay, Mikey will instantly pick those up and stuff them into his trouser pocket or hoodie pocket, whatever. If there is anything else that he considers out of the ordinary that couldn't be explained away as being purely some kind of horrific kind murder, he would deal with that as well. Is there anything else that would strike him as odd?
Let's see. Why don't you go ahead and make a wits and awareness roll.
Okay. Ooh, that is 2 successes. Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, very nice. Throw in a intelligence and occult roll there for me for fun.
Oh dear. Intelligence and occult. That is not good.
You could add a success to the roll.
Yeah, let's chuck in a success if that's okay. Are we alright?
Yeah,
How's
of
the pool
course.
looking? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll chuck that in there.
Sure. So Raven got 6 successes for the cast now. We are. You see an interesting gold chain hanging from the ruined neck of one of the gunmen, and it's the image of a top hat.
Oh, okay. Mikey is gonna yank that off his neck, or what's left of his neck, and pocket it again, stuff it in. Also, Mikey will try and scramble for any kind of wallet with any kind of ID, and again, stuff that into his person.
Yeah, you get 2 wallets off of them.
Great. There's another body as well, isn't there? Or is just the one?
Yeah, there's 2.
There's 2. So he will do that for both. So wallets, etc. But the other body was killed by a gunshot, wasn't it? A standard gunshot.
Yes.
So, okay, he's not so bothered about that. So he will pick up as quietly as he possibly can the body with the neck ruined, and will look around for a place he could go within the building or an exit out the building out the back, away from the crowd.
Okay. Go ahead and make a... we're going to say for now you can do this without a roll. Which exit are you trying to get out? Are you trying to go through the kitchen? So you're looking for a fire escape? How are you planning on doing this?
Oh, I don't imagine Mikey would have much knowledge of the venue. But if he thinks the fire escape would come out the back and be less visible in the kitchens, maybe he'd take the fire escape.
Okay. So you take one of the emergency fire exits, and the immediate area around you is empty. However, you can see
Okay.
the outline of people on the streets, some 15 yards away.
Okay. Are there any manholes around?
Unfortunately, not. New Orleans is not known for its sewer system.
Okay. Oh.
The hard
In that
city for
case,
most spot too.
yeah. Okay. Mikey is going to use his knowledge of the city to find some similar kind of back channel where he could dispose of the body or perhaps do something to it in peace. So he wants to, find a little bolt hole basically. Presumably
Yeah,
you need a roll to.
we're gonna say roll uh, wits and larceny.
Okay. Larceny. There we go. It's 4 successes.
Nice. Yeah, you find you know of a little of a stash house used sometimes.
Okay, great. Mikey will then start. He's probably going to try and do some very disgusting things to the body in an attempt to hide what happened with Maeve. I mean, if he has to mess the neck up some more to make it look like it's been horribly mutilated, rather than horribly mutilated by a beast, he will
Yeah.
do that, and he would then be looking to burn it.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. We're gonna say you spend a few minutes desecrating this corpse. And how do you plan to burn it?
So I guess Mikey would find again a very quiet place where he's unlikely to be disturbed. Probably steal some kind of garbage can and just chuck it in there. Maybe if he can transport the body to a place where it wouldn't be odd, perhaps, for a fire to be burning at night. I don't know if the homeless, if the whole, Vampire the game, where the homeless kind of congregate around bins that are lit. If there's that kind of thing going on, he would try and make it look like an instance of that. So no one is going to come to the flame and think, oh, that's odd. There's a fire here. So yeah, that's going to be the aim, to try and blend in and be as
All
normal
right.
as possible.
Yeah, we're gonna say that you do it. Do you have any accelerant on you?
Ooh, I do not believe he does have. However, he would be willing to scrabble in bins. He'd be willing. He might have some at his haven potentially. If he would have to go back there, and this would have to be perhaps take him the rest of the night. He's happy for it to take him the rest of the night.
I think you can find some kindling in the some unnamed cleaning fluids and some newspaper remnants
Okay.
in some of the nearby trash cans. I don't think this needs to take the rest of the night.
Okay.
And yeah, you in a little Bic lighter you found on the street. You light it up, and the smell is horrendous. It's disgusting. And yeah.
Yeah, he's not comfortable with this. Like, this isn't something he's done yet. But he's very keen to earn some brownie points with the Camarilla, so he's trying to hide and disguise as much of what's gone wrong as possible.
Yeah.
So he's not staying cool throughout this. I'd say he's probably a bit flustered, a bit panicky.
What are you doing with the gun?
I think Mikey would probably keep hold of it for now.
Okay.
Probably unload it, though, just to be safe.
We're gonna say that there were 2 more rounds chambered, and along the side of the barrel there were another 5 rounds. Each one, instead of a brass casing at the tip, they are white, painted white.
Okay.
And I think now our camera's going to go back to Tabitha, trying to clear the security tapes. Tabitha, I need you to make an intelligence and larceny roll for me. Or security?
Okay.
Is that security or larceny? I can't remember.
Yeah, larceny would be breaking into things.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And
So security was an old stat. Um,
and do you mind me adding a success to that as well? Just to be
no, not
safe?
at all. Go ahead, and they're there for a reason. Use them.
Okay. So I just add 1 to the modifier then?
No, you get an automatic success. So
Okay.
however many successes you roll, you have 1 more success on top of that.
Okay.
Excellent. So 4 successes. Great. Yeah, you're able to locate kind of the locked case where they're keeping the where there it looks like there's a computer server.
Okay. So I'm guessing this is before the days where it was easy to upload to the cloud and it's a closed system.
This is modern nights.
Yeah.
This is
So-
2020.
Oh, I thought we were going
thank
on.
you so much, Wild One Izzy. We appreciate that so much. Thank you for that $5 donation. You have, if you'll look just under my beautiful face, you'll see what you can use that $5 donation for. You can either give me or our cast 1 success and 1 plot point, or 2 plot points to use to influence the story in a minor but significant way of your choosing. Just pop that in chat and let us know what you'd like to add everything to, or how you would like to impact the story, and we'll try to work it out as best we can.
So am I incorrect in that? Because I thought the world was placed about 2010, where like things would
this
be
is-
similar.
No, it's 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. Then most part is what they will do is try to hopefully at least find where the server room is and hopefully destroy it, as well as the CCTV, like the closed circuit. At them being the video evidence is at least destroyed, so the only thing that cops can go on is by first person witnesses talking and what people other have said. So at least there isn't anything really definitive on what someone could say had happened.
Okay. So, what's your plan? Are you just going to wreck up the hardware?
Yeah, because I don't think they have enough technology to do like send a virus or anything into it. But I think most they would know is where it is and destroy at least all of the ways that they could record the information.
Okay.
If it's like most nightclubs where it's usually about every 12 hours after everything is recorded, it gets uploaded to a server. So as long as it gets destroyed now, before we hit the 12-hour mark on the recording, I think we could be fine.
Well, no way to be sure, but you can certainly try. Why don't you go ahead and make a, we're going to say a wits and technology roll.
I'm going to try, if you don't mind, I'm going to use at least the crit on that.
You can use
I
a crit.
know I'm probably going to fail this.
All right, yeah, you okay, Raven, we got 10 crits now instead of 11. And yeah, you fuck this place up. You wreck it. Do you want to make it look subtle, or do you want to just fucking destroy it?
Subtle is just roughly make it look as though like the people that ended up doing stuff were smart enough to destroy things beforehand.
Yeah, you know of a website that you can send a computer to, and it'll crash the hard drive. And you just quickly put in that URL and see, watch the computers go blue in front of you. Smell a little bit of burning smoke. Yeah, what's next on the agenda?
Um, being kind of like using at least their high dexterity, will kind of just try to go to the nearest window, go out a bit, and just kind of like and try to hopefully get away from there. Just kind of like jump out one window and then land and then run away, like very parkour.
All right, give me Dex and Athletics.
Okay, and just curious, because I remember one of my celerity parody powers allows for me to not have to do dexterity rolls if it's not
Oh,
combat.
Yeah, is that Cat's
Fleetness?
Grace? Oh, Fleetness. Okay, then yeah, you're good. We're just gonna say that dice pool of yours is gonna be high enough that it's fine. Um, and you dive out the window, land to your feet, and scurry off into the night. Jet and Maeve, camera's gonna be on you. What are the two of you doing?
Am I able to see anything significant at this point?
Yeah, your vision's
Like-
more or less back. Your eyes still kind of sting a little bit, and your face is stained with the tears of blood that you're kind to cry. But I mean, your face looks a hot fucking mess. But you can see at least. Maeve, your stomach is starting to knit, but not every breath, every movement is fresh agony.
Lovely. The fuck happened to you?
Someone shot me in the stomach point blank with the shotgun.
Fun times. Not burning though. That's nice.
Not burning. I managed to dig it out.
The fuck happened to Lydia?
She didn't.
Yeah, I thought as much. Fuck.
Are we in the car? We're in the car,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I'm just gonna start the car. Turn on the lights. Check everything. Check my mirrors. Just kind of roll out slowly.
Yeah.
Are either of you doing anything before you start the car?
If there's any water in the car, maybe trying to get some of the blood off my face.
Okay. Yeah, I think Jet would be paranoid enough to want to look human. So I think there's a very stale bottle of water in the driver in like the cup holder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that y'all can use that to clean up a little bit.
I'm like, well, there's a change of clothes in the back as well. They're my size though, but
It's okay. I should probably wear something that's not covered in blood.
that would probably help.
I scramble over the center console and sort of fall backwards into the back seat in like an ungainly fashion.
Oh. Yeah, Wild One Izzy, we can certainly have that come into play. Thank you for that. I love that. That's a nice little tool. Yeah, we can do that. You're just digging around in the back for the clothes.
Well, for the clothes, but I'm gonna kind of assume my shirt is ruined anyway.
Oh yeah.
And see if I can kind of tie it into strips to sort of prevent the new clothing from being ruined by a wound trying to fix itself.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just
Yeah, like there's a spare trench coat in there as well, so it should be good.
just using the rags to kind of get the rest of the blood off of me. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we actively bleed unless we want to, so that's not the
Yeah.
biggest issue.
Yeah.
That's fair. I was talking more of from when I ripped that guy's throat out, but
True.
Yeah.
okay, let's go.
All right. So the two of you begin to drive. Where are you going?
Oh, go ahead.
I wasn't gonna go anywhere in particular. I was just gonna
I think we want to do a round or two, just
Yeah, I was just kind of gonna.
Stay roughly within the area, but within
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 blocks.
Maybe widen it a little bit just for security. Um, security vehicles going in and out and whatnot.
Hmm.
Just driving, following all traffic laws. Yeah.
So yeah, the two of you drive through. I would like uh, both of you can make a wits and awareness roll if you would like.
All right. Let's see. Where is my awareness? There we are. There. No modifier. Now.
Yeah, no modifier. So that's one success for Maeve, and ooh, you barely avoided a messy critical there.
I dodged it. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Jet, you can see through your kind of blood stained eyes that you seem to have a tail.
Halfway expected as much. We got someone following us here. Just keep driving.
When
It's
did
a
not?
it's a bike. Some
Yep.
sort. Do I see if it's like a chopper or something?
It's a crotch rocket.
Oh, here we go.
Suzuki.
Great. So someone looking for someone heard gunfire. Fuck it. They're probably just following anyone in the area.
Probably. I'm just gonna keep.
Well, let's just hope he's just that.
Yeah. I'm gonna just keep making weird laps.
And as you drive around, circling, you it's New Orleans. The streets aren't great. Road's a little bit bumpy, but Silas, you could swear you hear a thump just once.
From like the body of the car, making that sound
From behind you.
from
Sounds
behind
like
me. Like something.
sounds
something
like
stuck.
somebody thumped the trunk. Be the best way that I could describe it.
Me in an
Right.
SUV.
Yeah.
Like the motorcycle drove up and gave us a tap.
The motorcycle, when you turn around, the motorcycle is no longer behind you.
Hold on, I got a bad feeling. Stop over yonder. Just get us stuff for a bit.
Over yonder, can we find like a gas station or something?
Yeah,
I don't want to go that far.
You can find a conch gas station.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. I head out of the car and I'm gonna check the back, see if there's anything stuck on it. I'm specifically looking for a tracker.
You see a bright green splatter of paint.
Fuck, they marked the car.
Great.
Motherfucker. We gotta dump it.
We're at a gas station. Just let me go get some stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you actually.
All right. Go into the gas station. Dick around for something. What do we need?
Yeah. You still look a hot fucking mess, by the way.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna enter like I'm sorry. Can I get some help here? Just holding my face as I'm going in.
Why don't you make a? It's gonna be the right roll for this. Why don't you make a composure and I think this is going to be composure. A composure and persuasion roll for me. There,
Alright,
Jet.
That's not going to be good, but sure. Let's see. Go for it.
Nice.
Oh,
Two
good
successes.
yours. Hey,
They don't immediately ignore you. They're like, "What? Hey, what's going on, man?"
Man, one of the bouncers, he fucking maced me. I can't see shit.
Let's get some milk. Can
I get something to just flush my eyes with. I've just been let in here.
Yeah, there's a bathroom over in the corner, man.
Hey, I literally can't see shit. Can you just leave me there, please? I mean,
Uh,
I'll buy something. I just...
Yeah, okay. Just don't. The fuck, you're bleeding, man.
Yeah, I told you, man. Come on.
Okay. Whatever. And he escorts you to the bathroom and
Yeah.
leads you to the in front of the sink.
I'm just gonna very slightly, as he passes me by, I'm just waving my hand quickly behind my back, just showing me to go. Just do whatever.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna get some soda or something, some rather tougher stuff, maybe slightly caustic material, something that would get paint off of something. I'm assuming the paint is kind of wet still.
You can certainly assume that.
So, yeah. Do I have money? I have money. I'm just gonna
you've got resources. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put like $100 bill on the counter and grab stuff and try to clean the stuff off the back of the car.
Okay. You go out to the back, and it's dry.
Okay, can I try and get it off?
You definitely can. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and make a. Oddly enough, I'm gonna rule this as dexterity and craft.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, fuck.
You have willpower and you have a pool of successes if you want to dip into those, or you can accept the roll as is.
I will willpower let me re-roll the thing?
Yeah, willpower will let you re-roll 3 dice.
Okay. What does my willpower look like? I guess I'll do a willpower re-roll.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens. I got a 2.
You got 2 successes. Excellent. That's a little bit better. You get a little bit of the the center bit of the paint off where it was a little bit thicker and still wet, but the edges have dried. It's not as noticeable. It's still a safety green color. It still stands out.
Jet, what color's the SUV?
Yeah, Jet, what color's the SUV?
Oh, it's black.
Okay.
Can I go back inside and get a Sharpie?
Yeah, I think the clerk has come back at this point.
I literally tell him exactly what I've got, tell him there's $100 bill on the counter, and wave a Sharpie in the air and fucking leave.
Okay.
It's still, the car's still there. If he wants to bother me, he can.
Yeah. I think it's above his pay grade. This bitch is covered in blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sense. So you color in the green paint with Sharpie.
I Sharpie the car.
Yep. All right. What do the two of you do next?
Oh, Jet's probably getting somewhat help, or at least directed. Are we like in the store? Or are we like off to on a?
You are.
I am, yeah.
May does not.
Yeah. But I'm like, am I in the middle of the locale? Is it just like off to the side, or?
Yeah, you're off in like a little corner restroom,
Yeah, sure.
attached to the inside of the gas station.
All right. I'll as soon as I hear that Maeve had been inside just getting whatever she was getting, I walk back out after having tried to wash some of it down. I'm probably still like a bit
Yeah, you've got a
inflamed
little
around the
bit
eyes
of
and so on.
you got a little bit of blood stain on the collar of your shirt, but otherwise you're doing better.
All right. So as I return, I guess both of the guys are behind the counter, right?
Yeah, and they're just looking at you.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, thanks, guys. I'm gonna need you guys to forget this, and I'm gonna use forget or cloud memory.
Yeah, yeah, they're mortal. They're not expecting it, and it works.
Yep.
Um,
So I'm gonna leave the store like, hey guys, sorry, you guys don't have what I need. I'm just gonna walk out.
okay. I think
You're
as you
gonna
come
have
out,
$2 bill on the counter.
Yep. Good for them.
yeah, I think you see
Good,
Maeve.
good for them. I'm not more hungry.
I think Maeve is just getting done coloring in the paint when this happens.
Yeah. All right. Have you gotten it off or?
I got some of it off, and then some of it was dry, and so I got a Sharpie.
It's not an
Sure.
exact paint match, but it's pretty damn close. It's close enough that you wouldn't notice it from further than 10 feet away.
All right. It'll do for now. Should ditch the plate for now. We'll risk being stopped, sure, but I don't want anyone remembering that plate.
Yeah. Let's steal a different one.
Yeah.
Or not.
Good
whatever.
call. Good call.
You just like literally go around the corner and swap plates with some random car
Just
on the street.
Tear off the registration plate of the car of the guys in the shop, probably. Just yank it off.
We'll say that y'all can do that without too much trouble.
Sure. All right. I'm still going to keep the plate with me, though. Don't want to leave it there.
Okay.
Can you see okay now?
Yeah, I'm decent. I'm a bit puffy, but I'm good.
Can we message the other two?
Yeah. Sure. I'll get on it. I'll message Mikey and Tabitha. Going we're out and driving around. We had a tail. The car got marked. I think we got it fixed though. Look out for anyone on a bike. There might be more of them trying to get an angle on us.
You get a text back from Tab and says, on a roof at 3rd and 5th. We'll get off when you're near.
All right.
Mikey, who's the first person you fed from?
The first person?
Who's the first person you fed from?
I mean, probably Sire.
Who was the first kind?
The first kind, I would say it would be probably some nondescript homeless person. No one in particular known to Mikey.
How'd it go?
I would say it was probably a little bit messy. I think Mikey has a bit of a childlike enthusiasm to him, so I think he'd be probably a little bit overeager, and he'd probably find it disgusting, but also be excited by it. So I think it'd be a little bit messy. I think his side probably have to help him cover it up, maybe. Yeah, it wasn't the best.
And did you drain him?
I would say it's quite possible that Mikey inadvertently drained him. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's seeing this form light shortly before you light it. This broken shell of a human, neck torn out. Your mind's brought back to that. that night, to the panic and to the excitement, and to the knowledge that this probably isn't the last time you're going to have to do this. And your phone buzzes.
Okay. Mikey would rush into his pockets, probably drop the phone in the process, pick it up again, and kind of fumble with it and shakily check what it says. I assume it's the text.
Yeah, it's the text from them.
Yeah. If Mikey's not done yet, he would say, I'm not quite done here. Where do you guys want to meet? Is what they get back.
I'll send back that if you need us to come somewhere, we can probably do that. Whatever is more practical.
I mean, how close is Mikey to their base of operations, which has been Maeve's place currently?
Probably about a good 5 miles.
Okay.
You know where you're at. You're only about a quarter mile away from the scene of the accident. You can still hear the sirens.
Okay. Is there a place the coterie have been that's nearby at all, apart from the place, the scene of the crime?
Miranda's place, maybe?
There
Yeah.
is also, Tabitha said, like, they will meet up at 3rd and 5th.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. If that's not too far away, then Mikey will indicate that he'd go in their direction.
Okay.
Once he's done.
Mikey's not looking too clean, but I imagine he just keeps up his illusion.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not really
Okay.
a concern right now.
Okay. How are you hiding that shotgun?
Ooh. I think he'd be wearing quite a baggy hoodie if he can't get away with it kind of stuffed, I don't know, into his waistband of his jeans or whatever, beneath the hoodie. If he can't do that, I mean, can he do that for her?
I think he can do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he'd do that, yeah.
Between that and the illusion that he's got thrown up, yeah,
Yeah,
I think he can do
okay.
that.
Okay.
All right. And do you head off to the meeting point?
Yeah, again, usual Mikey methods, stealthy and back alleys, trying to stay away from the main road and cars.
All
etc.
right. I think the camera's gonna see a car pull up, a shape in an alley, and a shape in a roof. And as the car door opens, that's where we're gonna take our break. So everybody, we're going to take a quick, like 5 to 10 minute break, and we're gonna pop back in just a couple of minutes. Gonna give our cast a little bit of time to stretch their legs and bio and all that fun stuff. And we will be back in just a few short minutes. But before we go, there's a little thing that we like to do to kind of help humanize our cast at the end of each of the meetings. So if we could have suggestions for a fun, lighthearted question for the cast at the end of the game, like what's their favorite dessert, or what's their favorite Sunday, or if they were a color, what color would they be? It really just anything lighthearted to kind of help us bring the mood up a little bit after we finish this pretty heavy game. Yep, all suggestions are welcome, and I'll pick one more or less randomly from chat. And yeah, we'll see all of you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks so much. Y'all hang in there. We'll be right back.
Besting 1, 2, 3.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to La Famille Boucherie. Um, yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with us through that break. We are back and ready to continue our our interesting little story about vampires. Our group has now reconvened on the corner of Third and Fifth, and yeah, what's the plan, everybody? As the car pulls up, I imagine Tabitha makes herself seen, and Mikey slinks up from the shadows.
Yeah, a bit like almost with like a bit of a 10-point landing just right in front of everyone.
Just feet stuck, arms up. Ta-da!
Exactly.
Jet's just like 10 points. Now, get in.
Yeah, Mike
And-
will kind of. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, and Tabitha just literally like will jump in and lands perfectly in one of the seats going through the window.
Okay.
Mikey will be a bit more subtle, but he doesn't just want to appear in thin air, so he will drop the use of the power before he kind of comes into view.
All right. Drop the use of the power. I imagine that his assumed identity has faded by this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, he everybody's in the car. Where do you go?
Now, I know I may look odd without my normal jacket, but trust me, it'll all make sense later. I've done what I need to give a plausible storyline, and the security tape's destroyed. Uh, what about the rest of you?
Well, for now, we got out of there. We think we had no, fuck it. We're for sure we had someone stalking us while we were driving. We heard a thunk on the back of the car. We were marked, probably some kind of paintball with really, really fast drying paint. I think we got that away ish. We also changed out the license plate of the car just to be sure.
As they're talking, I'm just gonna kind of start heading back towards my haven, but in a serpentine manner.
Okay.
I dealt with the body, the one that may have kind of roughed up, and took
Thank
out
you,
some of those
sorry.
shells as well. So, just
Oh,
making
yeah,
it
the
look like a
guns.
standard kind murder.
Good job. Now, does anyone need medical attention when we get to a stopping point?
I'm just looking at Maeve.
I'm working
Yeah.
on it. I did kind of drain the guy, so it couldn't hurt though.
Then I do have at least my first aid with some sewing. I can get into there a bit more.
We'll see.
For now, we should get the car in hiding at least, and at least one of you guys in the back keep a lookout if anything's following us.
Yeah, I have my heightened senses still on, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mikey's pretty paranoid as well.
I'd like both of you to make a wits plus alertness roll, awareness roll for me. Whoa! Holy schnikes there, Natalie. Thank you so much for that $15 pledge, and thank you so much for that $3 pledge there, Jane, and another $15 pledge from Callan. Stop! What is going on here? That's holy. Oh, okay. Those are Patreon. Whew. Okay. I was massively confused. Okay. Awesome. That's still good stuff. Yeah, we still appreciate all the help for making the channel keep its wheels turning. It's greatly appreciated nonetheless. Yeah. So what were your rolls?
I got one success, but I also have a nat 1. I'm not sure if that applies or not.
It's not gonna. Don't worry about it. It only applies when you outright fail.
Got 3.
And a 3. Okay. Neither of you are neither of you are aware of being trailed in any way.
That's ominous.
What? Maybe ominous? No way. That's not how that works. Um. And you arrive sometime later at the haven of now only Maeve.
Yeah. Is there a garage here as well?
Yeah, they've got a nice haven.
All right. I'll make sure as we're stashing the car that there's no one actively looking at the garage as we do so.
Maeve, do you have a table or a nice couch so I can inspect and do a little bit more to help aid in your healing?
Sure. Do we want to put everything we got from this bullshit out on the table so we can inspect things?
I will give my 2 cents after I take care of you. My focus has to be on one or the other. So
Mikey will just empty the contents of his pockets just straight out onto the table.
Yeah.
Jet, do you want to try and call your friend again?
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I wanted to do. Before I do that, though, and I look around the room a little bit. I got one of us on the couch, cut up by a shotgun wound. Another covered in the blood of someone they removed for our sake. I put us in that situation technically.
I mean,
I didn't know what we walked into, and I know, but
and showers.
for fuck's sakes, Lydia. It's not okay, and I'm sorry about that. I hope I can make up for that at some point.
we
now,
all make mistakes. The important thing is you learn from it.
I mean, it wasn't your
Lydia
fault.
won't be able to learn from it.
Yeah, you weren't to know what was going to go down.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that whatever this is, because that's the fucked up thing. I thought this was the ministry, but when the fuck did the ministry start using incendiary rounds?
Well,
Mikey would point to the necklace that is on the table and say, "Hey, isn't that the same kind of hat that guy was wearing that we met, Maeve? Or something. I've seen that symbol somewhere recently."
It is oddly similar to the hat of the kindred that you met in the graveyard. Yeah.
So some of the ones we don't really know what are as far as bloodline goes, but that views the Giovanni as their extended family, if you will.
Yeah.
All right.
Can
Well, that got
I know
real
whether
quick.
the person I killed was Kine or kindred?
They definitely they bled like Kine, and they didn't turn to ash when you ripped their throat out. So
that's the thing. Like they like the guy who I shot. Like he went down as a human, as far as I understood. I wouldn't know if we are able to deduce from infighting close up with a ghoul whether they're a ghoul or not. That's for Sam, by the way. I wouldn't know if that's the case. So.
I think that this since this combat was mostly firearms, I think that would be pretty hard to judge.
Yeah, exactly. No, the thing that fucks me up is, and I empty the gun that I have, and I'm guessing the bullets there as well have like white casings.
No, those are our normal, looks like hollow point rounds.
Hollow points.
Normal hollow point rounds.
Normal hollow
Fun.
point. Yay!
It's
But
America.
as far as the shotgun rounds go, that's would I know if these are handmade or if they are produced by a
Uh,
company or
Judging by the paint job on the end of the casings.
God
You're
bless
welcome.
you.
Thank you. Judging by the paint job on the end of the casings, they look handmade. Tabitha, you will recognize the smell as soon as they hit the table. This is the same smell that was in the car that you raided.
Smells like sulfur.
This is yes. Uh, at most, this feels very much like I feel like this is an organized, almost I wouldn't say crime, but it's organized in the sense that they
It was
might be a threat.
premeditated.
Yes, that too. And we happened to be the mouse in the trap. We got out of the trap, but that was set up in particular.
Yeah. I just
I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking we should report back to the prince on this. Because if this group is willing to try and stage an assassination in 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 public
yeah.
and risking the masquerade on that,
Yeah.
They
And
don't
we've already
care.
lost a third of the people originally
Yeah.
assigned.
There's still no word from Preacher.
on that
Well,
end,
Preacher we
Jet's
know
gonna,
is dead.
as far as we know,
Yeah.
Jet's gonna sit down and try and call.
While you do that, I'll focus on repairing our dear Maeve, which I'm guessing that might be a medicine and dexterity roll.
Yeah, that's gonna be medicine and dexterity, just kind of stitch her up a little bit, which I think is a pretty good roll for you. Um, let's see how that turns out. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You stitch her up proper. Go ahead and turn one of those aggravate to one of the two slashes, one of the X's into just a slash. Um, so that one of those will just be a superficial wound now.
Me?
Yes. It's
Slash.
yeah, it's still
Wait.
going to be yeah,
Two
you should
X's and a
have
slash.
two X's and a slash. Yeah, it's still going to take a little bit to heal. You can always make rouse checks to heal, but that raises the risk of increasing your hunger. Um, yeah, and Silas, who are you calling?
I'm gonna try. I've only been trying to text up until now, but I'm gonna try and call the pastor.
Yeah, the how's this going to play out? There's an answer. A voice
Hello?
says,
Oh,
hello there. How are you doing?
good
It is not
evening.
the voice of the pastor.
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not.
I see we have a fellow person of interest in mind.
I think
May I
we
ask who
do.
I'm talking to?
May. You're
Will I?
talking to Thomas.
Ah, Thomas. Nice to make your acquaintance.
And who do I have the, I assume this is Jet, if this phone is to be believed.
True, true. I wasn't expecting to have you on the other end of this. Well, nah. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm sorry. As for you having this phone, That either means it was a show of force that burned down a certain church, or it means that you just want to know who calls at the other end.
I don't see why it can't be both.
Well, why hang on to a dead man's phone?
Now, who's to say he's dead? That's awful callous of you to just assume the life of one of your friends has been callously extinguished.
Exactly. So, Tommy, may I ask as of the current whereabouts of our dear pastor?
Well, he's with me. I'm taking real good care of him.
Good.
He's living his best life.
Strenuous existence, it sounds like. Very well. Would there be anything I could offer you as far as benefits in order to see him return safely in one piece? By now, I'm already on speaker.
I think that there's and as the voice goes on, Maeve and Mikey, you recognize it. You recognize the drawl and the overimportance of the tone. I think that there's a meeting that I would like to happen. Perhaps a business opportunity.
Business? Interesting. It wouldn't... Oh, go ahead.
You see Tabitha's eyes like get very wide and like, interesting, but not actually say anything.
Business?
Would you have a location in mind for such a thing?
Yeah, so why don't you meet me at the tomb of Daniel Clark in St. Louis Cemetery number 1?
Do we not want to get proof that the pastor is actually even alive?
Are you saying that? Or...
Yeah. Like, do we get like a picture or a voice? Can he like talk to us?
I'm afraid that's you know what? Sure. I'll show my hand a little bit, and on the other end of the phone, you hear, "Hello, hello."
Pastor?
No, I'm sorry. The pastor's. You got your assurance that he is still walking amongst us.
No, we do not. You are, for all we know, that's a voice recording.
Well, it's more than you had a moment ago, isn't it?
No, it was not. It's about the same. We have no reason to believe actually alive and that you have something of value.
That's fair. I could be lying to you.
Now,
But do you have anything else to believe?
right now, it doesn't seem like we should actually believe anything from you or actually agree to this deal because there doesn't seem to be any benefit to us.
A safe return of your companion and perhaps a lucrative business deal for you?
Well, again, if we actually had proof of life, such as if responding uniquely to one of our questions or voices to verify that at least the voice of the person is still alive, would you have something that is credible that would allow us to think that you are on a level for a business deal?
Why don't you make a manipulation and persuasion check for me there, Tabitha?
Persuasion, then manipulation, correct?
Yes. Okay,
Is a
4
4?
successes. It goes. Tell you what. How many fingers do you want the pastor to hold up?
Well, I would go with 5, but I doubt you'll be that nice.
5 fingers is no problem. And as soon as we're done with our conversation, you'll get a picture of the pastor holding 5 fingers.
Okay, then are you going to have, in addition, the newspaper of today to verify that paper is actually, and not that you've just gone with a previous picture?
Now, what kind of psychopath do you think I am that I just go around taking pictures of man's hands?
Again, we don't have any evidence to support that you're not. So, for us to act in good faith, we need at least a show of good faith from you, because you're the one that is bringing forth to us. Because we have equal reason to just not deal with you, because we have nothing to gain, nothing to lose if we do not go on
You
your
just
deal.
put another cell phone in the picture with the fucking time and date up on the cell phone while you're taking the picture. Just
That seems easy enough. I can
when
do
you
that
want to
for
meet.
you. Meet you tomorrow night, 1 a.m.
Okay, Daniel Clark.
Daniel Clark, his tomb. St. Louis Cemetery number 1. I believe you're familiar with the location.
Yeah, I remember. I think I got thrown on my ass there the other night.
Don't be bitter. Nobody likes a bittersweet tea.
Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow night, Lazarus.
We'll see. And the line goes dead.
God bless you.
Bless you.
What time is it now?
It's about 3:30 now.
How long until sunrise?
Dawn's gonna start creeping up here in about an hour.
I don't think we have time to go see the prince right now. But I
No,
think
but
we should see
have a
him
message.
maybe as soon as sun sets tomorrow.
No, he should have a message going around it already now. He can hand, or he doesn't work during the night, but he has people who does.
During the day, yeah. I assume.
Your phone buzzes.
Whose phone?
Your phone, Jet.
Is it Jet? Oh, sorry. Is it Jesse?
No.
Is it a
Picture
picture?
from Pastor.
I'm expecting to see 5 fingers on a plate.
It's a fully intact hand. It's stained red. A dark, dark crimson. But all the fingers are attached.
It's not. It's not attached to a pastor.
You can't see the pastor, but you can see the end of his sleeve.
Well, that's better than expected, to be fair.
Well, again, did it have the timepiece in there as well?
It's screenshotted, so you can see the time the phone was taken, the picture was taken, and it's 1 minute prior to now.
All right.
Well,
So that's for tomorrow then.
Marv, if you would like me to do additional work, Eric, to help with your healing, you can. I do have a surgical room.
I don't think anything else is gonna really fix it up that much tonight.
Well, again, like, it wouldn't be too much trouble. I'd have an extra room. Yeah, you would probably enjoy Cordelia.
I'm sure. But I kind of want to stay here, even though here kind of sucks now.
Understandable.
I'll say, as for tonight, if that is available within within tomorrow or the day after, I'm able to track where the gunman came from by backtracking. But, yeah, I don't know how this is going to look like tomorrow, so if we are otherwise engaged for the next 2 days, I'm not going to be able to pick up that trace again.
Do we have a way of contacting the prince?
I believe through the surge. Didn't the surge give one of you the number?
Yeah, the Scourge gave you guys a few means of contact.
Okay. So, yeah. Can I, like, call her? Call somebody?
Hey, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, you can call.
Alright.
When you do so, a voice picks up the phone, that of a younger woman. Hello.
Hello, this is Maeve McCluskey from the New Jersey Principality.
Hmm.
My help was enlisted recently, and I need to give an update.
I see. What do you have to report?
Well, we've found, I believe, the leader of the clan that is making an incursion on New Orleans. He's a man by the name of Thomas Lazarus, and he wears a top hat, which is kind of distinctive. He's pretty strong. He was not at all cowed by the threat of New Orleans belonging to someone else. They're quick. They already have resources around the city, including ghouls. They're enlisting transport for the movement of other people in their family into the city. And they're willing to openly fire on other kindred in bars and clubs.
Is there
with
any news events that I
incendiary
should be
rounds.
aware of?
Sorry?
Is there any news media I should be aware of?
There has been a church burned down, and we are missing one of the members of our coterie. Another member was killed at a club, which you will probably see as having been involved in a shooting, which we were at. It's getting really messy really quick.
I see.
We have a meeting with this Thomas Lazarus tomorrow in St. Louis Cemetery number 1 at the tomb of Daniel Clark. Theoretically, to reacquire our pastor. But I think they have the numbers and the technology to just wipe us out. So
I'll
not
motion
really sure what
for
you should do.
I'll motion for Maeve to put it on speaker.
I'll do it.
I'm sorry. My name is Silas Kaplan. I'm of the same coterie. I would just like to mention these these people are able to manufacture incendiary rounds. One of our coterie went down from a single gunshot. We therefore believe their technology and their tools, not to say their numbers, because that's somewhat hard to tell, are extensively not in our favor currently.
You hear the scribbling of a pen. Thank you for the information. I will let Madame Graves know of this.
Thank you.
And tell Graves we did do our best to destroy any evidence, so we did try.
I wasn't even going to tell her that there was evidence, so.
That's interesting.
Jet is face palming very hard.
Yes.
There's no evidence. Evidence is non-existent.
Exactly.
Except for the hole in my fucking gut. Sorry. It's been a long night.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. We will be in touch.
Thank you.
And the phone
Bye.
clicks.
Until next beep. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Jet has been just holding onto his phone this entire time, and he goes, to be frank, they torched the pastor's place because we said we managed to say where he lived, or he did actually at the time. I don't know how many of us they know where lives currently, but the fact that they tried to mark our car to find us, I don't know if we did a good enough job of that. I'm not sure this place is good for tonight.
That's fair.
I don't think my house is good for tonight. I might have a place to stay. I don't know where you guys are at. Mikey, you're probably fine, I think. I actually have no idea where you live.
I got a little spot, kind of a bit of a shack really on the edge of town, but it's a bit pokey. I mean, I think it'd be good maybe if we all stayed together tonight, if everyone's okay with that, but I'm not sure my place is the best. What about you, Tab? You look like you might have some nice digs.
Well, it's not the best because of the neighborhood. It's like it's been one of the few spots that has not been destroyed by the hurricanes, so you have this and there kind of. But I do believe that we do have room there for, or at least everyone, though might have the problem of one of you having to sleep with my raven, Coraline.
That's quite fine.
Yeah, that sounds more than good.
Whatever.
Do you have anything in the house, Maeve, that you should bring? I might have something at my place before heading out.
Probably. I'll grab some equipment. No, there's plenty of like stuff, guns and weapons and stuff. Can I grab a sword? Maybe.
Silas has some really big eyes at the weapons.
Yeah, yeah.
I think. Sorry.
It's like what kind of firearms do you carry, actually?
How many dots and resources do you have?
How many dots and resources do I have?
Yeah.
3, I want to say.
And did you take armory for your haven?
Resources. I don't know.
No, it doesn't look like you took.
I don't remember. I just remember resources.
It'll be over here.
Why am I so bad at
resource? Yeah, you got 3 dots in resources. Yeah, not quite military grade, but good shit.
Fun shit.
So what are we looking at? Like a side-by-side shotgun, rifle, pistol,
Oh yeah,
revolver?
there's definitely double barrel shotguns. There's probably a tactical shotgun in there.
Oh,
Sniper
very nice.
rifle or two.
It's not a sniper rifle, it is a hunting rifle.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's only sniping if humans are target.
True.
There's also a crossbow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And a compound bow for fun.
Yeah, a few small arms, a few side arms, one or two long range guns, the one tactical shotgun, yeah, mechanical crossbow, like a sport shooting crossbow.
A few too many knives. You get the sense that Maeve might have a collection.
Ooh,
A little
Well,
bit
that
nicer
is
than
nice.
gas station knives.
probably like Tab would probably pick up like one of the knives, like, ooh, this is nice, like balancing it on their fingers. Like, do you mind?
You can play with the knives. It's fine.
And roughly like,
It's fine.
and what Tab does is she puts a few in their vest that they have on.
Okay. Just a question for me, Tabitha.
Yeah.
Do you wear the same jacket every night?
No, but the thing is that they all have a similar design. So the one given to Talon would be the one to give identifiable. But once they get home, they probably can put on a new one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
totally fair.
Can I say that Maeve has probably at least like rented a car too, so there's a different car to take to a new location.
Yeah, we can certainly, with 3 dots and resources, we can certainly say that.
Mikey would replace everything from the table back into his kind of hoodie pocket or whatever, and he would try and clean himself up best he could.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to do before you leave?
Jet is, while everyone is packing up, he's just quickly making like a mental note on what he's going to bring from his place.
Okay.
Might grab a couple of Lydia's keepsakes just because I'm like upset and I don't want her stuff to get destroyed if anything happens to this place.
All right. What kind of did you say you were grabbing some swords?
Yeah.
What are you grabbing?
I think like a sword. What kind of sword would I want? Tab, what kind of sword do I want? I have so many.
Okay. I'm thinking what you're gonna have is one with like almost like a crystal little base to the hilt, and as it kind of like goes out a bit, there's almost like a little bit of rose engraving into the sword as it is very detailed with a the thing you put the sword into.
Scabbard?
Yes.
Sheath?
Yeah, roughly in that has very much a very dark boss, like very much to blend in with your clothing and make it very unassuming until like you pull out the sword itself.
I think I got you. Basket hilt rapier?
Yeah.
So yeah, keep in mind that is slightly conspicuous, so you might want to wrap that in a towel or something.
Yeah.
As are the long arms and the crossbow if you elect to take that.
I'm assuming I have like quite a long duffel bag that I could just.
Yeah. Whatever wouldn't fit there, Jeff would just take his trench coat off and just ball it up.
Okay.
Remind me, and I'll get you a nice little guitar case. Best way to have it out in the open and no one to notice.
That's fair.
Yeah, on the end of guitar case, on the end of guitar case, I think you had some instruments with you as well. I seem to remember.
Yeah, Maeve can play some music.
Oh, right. I do have the guitars and stuff, so that is
Yeah, Jet will actually take time off to be like, so should we bring those as well?
yeah, let's do it.
Yes, my place, unfortunately, it's a little creepy, but that allows for it to be a lot of hidden places and such. It also makes it kind of tough to find. And
I'm pretty sure
but,
we're a little creepy, so it's whatever.
yeah, but it's because that's one of the flaws of the house. It's a creepy design, but it
Mhm.
also makes it tough to find as well.
Yeah, New Orleans is just a creepy city. It's fine.
Very good.
Okay. Anything else that you all would like to handle before you leave?
Not until we hit my house now.
Jet, what are you doing with your car?
My car, I'm probably as long as there's a garage here, I'm probably
Mhm.
just stashing it here.
Okay. Are you
Um,
leaving
um,
the fake license plate on it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Would it help if I had the intern come by and we can leave from there, here in their vehicle?
What was that? Say again.
No, Maeve's got a car.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, Jet will be like he'll leave the old license plate here on the car, but
Okay.
he'll bring the original one. I believe I got the frame number fixed when I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
This was my work car, the real work car. Not anymore.
Sorry.
So you
That's fine.
all head out then. Mikey, are you going with them to Tab's place?
Yeah, Mikey would like the group to stay together if possible.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have us stop by my house. I'm just grabbing some more clothes. I'm gonna grab whatever relevant information I have from my library. Anything that has to do with anything occult in particular.
Okay.
And grab that along and head out for the car.
We'll say you snag your little portable hard drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna double back just to be like, hold on, did I still have blood in the fridge? I do not, and then head back out.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna skip right along to Tabitha's Haven. Why don't you go ahead and describe this for us, Tabitha?
The place itself looks very out of place. Like most of like the houses that surround it are like remade more recent. There's also kind of like multiple difference because this area seems to have been hit by multiple floods. And Tabitha's house seems to be the only one that is built up to have kind of like additional stilts like to the foundation that's above. So it's with the staircase and everything going up to the first floor, while it's very seated in there. So
Okay.
allow for the floods and hurricanes to go on and the house still survive. It has this very creepy, like almost like you don't notice it between like the other houses and the little trees that are about there. Most look bare, almost like autumn, even though like you could swear like it should be a bit more green over here. Like the summer heat is really killing the area over here.
Okay.
And the intern is out there kind of like bowing to take and direct everyone into the house itself, which each room kind of has this very creepy vibe. And everything, the walls themselves look mass produced. With the first floor having a lot of each room having like an additional like room you could rest in, but
Mhm.
all have like a single use in there. For example, like there's a bed in a room that's filled with like craft supplies. For example, there's one with knives and all that, and continuing with what looks like the only floor that that might go downwards seems to go into actually the base of the ground where the actual room where like the surgery and a lot of the things like most people wouldn't want to check out would be,
Mhm.
but it also allows for like when there's a flood, there's the most damage occurs there, and getting rid of any evidence of it even being there whenever there's a hurricane.
Okay. Yeah, so Tabitha welcomes you in, and uh, you all make your way inside.
Jeff looks at the crafts room and just be like, dibs.
Okay.
Mikey will happily take the room that I've mentioned before with the raven.
Yeah, that would be
Next slide,
where
picture.
Caroline is.
Yeah, we got to keep that Raven and Nikolai away from each other,
Why?
lest we have little Raven babies.
Nikolai's a girl.
Well,
We
then
don't.
we don't have to worry, because Caroline is a girl.
Oh, okay. Sure. Ruin my fun.
And why wouldn't you want little raven babies?
Be
Little
nice to
Raven
the
babies are so cute. Okay. So yeah. I think as you all are coming in and claiming dibs on rooms, you see that the intern has left one of the TVs on before Tabitha's arrival, and you see the scene of the nightclub as news reporters are there interviewing eyewitnesses, and Tabitha, you see that Talon is giving an interview. The TV is muted, but you see Talon wearing your jacket on local news.
A caption would be on, so if like you want to have the characters say anything, the captions would say.
I mean, you can just it's local, it's real local news, and it probably hasn't had time to be properly captioned, so you can just unmute it.
No, like even those locals, they're on about a 2-minute delay for their captions, but they still have captions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the captions then read Talon says, "Yeah, well, it was wild. People just there were two guys that came in, and I kind of blacked out, and I guess I saved everybody." The reporter says, "But only one body was found." Yeah, I don't really know what happened. I don't know. Maybe there was only one. I don't know. And underneath her kind of confused expression is her name, Talon Phoenix, local citizen.
Yeah, Jet's just gonna be like, as this is going past, he's like, "That's the bitch that maced me."
Okay. The thing is that she didn't know any better.
I got her name. I'm good. I got her name. I'm good.
No, that's my friend. That's my friend. She didn't know any better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do recognize that she's wearing Tab's jacket.
Tab. I'm sorry, but if I had been able to see, she'd be dead by now.
I know.
Just so you know, because when I can see, I don't miss. All right?
Yes.
She's lucky she got a fucking flesh wound.
That's kind of why I didn't stop them. Is I kind of wanted my friend to live.
But why do you have to give her your jacket? I mean, I thought you liked your jackets.
I do, but here's the thing. We have a plausible story of any witness would have seen my jacket, so they see some unassuming person that didn't know what happened, blacked out. So we have local citizen versus some unnamed force. So we have at least a way to direct it away from us. It's the best I could do on short notice. It doesn't look as though there was anything supernatural that saved the day. It looks like normal people dealing with a horrible situation. managed to get away out.
I mean, I guess that kind of works a bit, but if someone knows the jacket belongs to you, and now she's wearing it, then that links you to her. That's probably not good for her.
I agree, but they had to have something, okay? Witnesses saw me go in and stab someone in the arm, okay? It may have been too fast for them to notice who the person is, but the jacket was noticed. That was screwed, okay? The only way out of it would have been not to help and have them fire off another shot and someone else not be here.
All right. Whatever you say. I mean, I guess you destroyed the tapes, so there's that.
Hey, I was working on. The only other option I could think of is we use their car with a couple of explosives and blew up the place, but that would be too much of a breach, okay? At least this way we have a way to maintain the masquerade. It's not a good one, but at least it's an attempt at it. And if the prince and anyone ask us, we said we tried. We tried our best.
You should have put some kind of tracer in that blue fucking pickup truck.
Well, I don't think they'll be able to actually use it.
The dead folks won't.
I don't believe Tabitha's told y'all about the pickup truck.
Oops.
No. Tabitha just did. It's like the only way that I could was use a blue truck of theirs as an explosive, and that would have been too messy.
Oh yeah, she did just.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Now, the bright side is I did break it in advance, so if anyone tries to use it or even turns
To be fair,
to be fair, you're right. But I had a lot of other things on my plate at the moment, such as making sure most of you guys could leave alive.
So
Yeah.
just a quick recap. We were off stream for we went down for just a second. Tabitha did not realize that the blue truck that was in the parking lot might have been the same truck. Had a mild breakdown when she came to her when she came to that realization. And with that, we are back. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The stream went down for a second, and I wanted to recap so we didn't lose any continuity there.
I'm assuming the guys that shot up the place weren't the same person that you made the deal with the other day.
No, they were not.
So it's feasible that someone could come for that truck.
Yes, and they'll get hurt, and if they do, we will have a tell if we deal with them.
again,
Probably
I can also backtrack their location for two days without having to deal with anything really.
Yeah, that's
It'll-
the guns got it.
It might cost me some blood, but apart from that, I'm good.
Oh, and that reminds me, I'm probably would. Who at least in here will need like a bit of blood?
I could probably use some.
I could use some after doing said ability, if you will, but for now I'm good.
Okay, we got one. I'll be right back. And you see, kind of like Tabitha probably goes downstairs into the little bit of a basement area, and opens up a fridge and pulls out a bag or two, while kind of like the person that's in like a latex looking kind of like coffin and is still kind of like in there. like almost unmuted.
Now, Tabitha, you know I'm not going to let you have unlimited access to blood in your fridge, right?
No, I know, but it's roughly. I'm trying to as long as this will last, because whenever this body runs out.
This is going to be the end of it right here. You're getting your
Okay.
last 2 bags of blood.
Yeah, because Tabitha still has a body down there that's been collecting this whole time.
They are dead. If you've been collecting blood this whole time, then that person is dead.
Oh well.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that one's gone off.
Well, it's good thing I have a whole suicide network to work from.
You were in that case.
Yeah.
And comes back
No,
up with
she's
just like,
resourcureful. That's what she is.
And as you come back up, you see the captions on the screen. Yeah, Raven, that was pretty fucking dark. That actually caught me off guard a little bit. You see closed captions on the screen reading, one gunman potentially still at large. Only one body found, but witnesses say that both were killed.
Well,
I mean-
at least the news will get to make their conspiracies, so they should be fine.
I don't think there was much more we could have done in the time we had.
Nah, not in front of all of those people. We don't have the resources for that. No, we made it out as best we could, covered our tracks as best we could. Yeah, this
You
is
managed to.
getting out of hand. I'm interested to know exactly how the prince will act upon this tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
not well, I would wager.
Probably
But
not.
beforehand, I do have to talk to Talon and straighten things out before we go to any meetup. Now, Jet, would you be wanting to clear the air with Talon on anything?
Nah, I winged her. That'll do.
Good. Now, if anything else would like anything more before, like, if you would, at the top of any bed, there should be a little lever to roll down, like makes a makeshift coffin on any bed.
That's adorable.
I mean, I sleep on a couch most of the time. I'm good. I'm wondering, would you be comfortable with me working around with these guns a bit and potentially trying to see what I can do about the ammo? I might just be able to replicate some of it.
Go for it.
Even thin down the concentration to make it into multiple rounds.
Well, only thing I ask is that you do not scare intern, because again, not really good with firearms and easily spooked by them. So if you can be careful about the intern with that, that should be fine.
Why is the intern at your house?
Quite fine.
Well, because again, everyone has to work before they can gain their name, become part of the ladies' network. I had to be an intern. I'd lost my human name and had to gain my name of Tab from the lady. There's a whole that work within each single part of the network. The intern is working to earn their name, and once they earn their name, the lady will approve of them being turned and become part of
Okay, I
the
don't
network.
actually care that much. Anyway, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Night, night.
We'd all get one. Jet's
Yeah,
probably
You can play with the
gonna.
guns all you want.
Oh, go ahead.
So
Oh,
yeah, you
yeah.
can play with the guns all you want.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna have time for that tonight. I'm gonna look into it tomorrow evening.
Yeah, it's sun's creeping up, and you all feel fatigue calling to your bones. Maeve, if you take those 2 blood packs, for every blood pack that you consume, you'll heal 1 point of aggravated back to full.
Okay. Can I take both, Sab?
Well, I believe Jet wanted one, so
I
might
might
keep one.
I could have use for it tomorrow, but I might not even need it. It would be as part of a ritual, or rather, the after effects.
well, at this point, my current body down in the
Let's
basement,
just keep one in reserve for.
that one is probably tapped out. So again, I'll have to deal with the whole hotline and talk with them and find out someone who would promise to make their death the most pleasurable so that they can get what they want. You know, stuff like that. That'll have to be done by the intern mostly, but give it a day or two, we might have another body down there.
I'm gonna need you to make a humanities check for me right now, Tabitha.
I want a critical on that.
Zan.
Yeah.
So that'll be
Oh wow!
3 red, and 2 X's.
Yeah, 3 red. No, that'll be. How much damage did you take?
I had 5.
Okay,
red.
so that'll be 4. That'll be 4 red and 1 slash.
Oh, okay.
Do I still need to roll? Because I'm using one of the crits here.
No, if you use one of the crits, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean you get what you pay for. You pay for the crit, you use the crit. That's your humanity is intact.
Somehow.
Somehow, some divine stroke of luck.
Just
still
very
absolutely
disillusioned by what she's
bonkers.
doing.
Hey, again, it's consensual. Like, again, they want to die, so Tabitha makes sure they have the best possible death.
Look, Tab, I'm not
Bloodletting.
gonna dictate how you're gonna compartmentalize it. To be fair, that if you're comfortable with what you're doing, I'm not gonna tell you not to.
Well, understandable, but again, it's very much about making them happy. Which is why you should, which is why you should never unmute the coffin.
Sorry.
Shoot Kevorkian.
Mikey's just gonna shrunk ever further into the corner, as if the walls could absorb him, and he's just gonna be like doing that motion with wide eyes at everyone else apart from Tab, and if Tab looks in his direction, he's just gonna pretend he's scratching his ear or something.
I think with this final display of lunacy, everybody calls it a night and retires to their respective chambers. Mikey, are you doing anything before you bed down?
Jet will. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna get to you, Jet. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to you.
I'm terrified already.
Mikey's very concerned about whether we covered our tracks enough, so he will probably slink off to his room and just sit for as long as he can before he kind of succumbs to torpor. He will think about whether they could have done anything better and worry about it, and probably be a little bit haunted by the events generally as well.
You do get one message on your phone. You get a message from Shin saying, "Where's my fucking game?"
He'll respond and say, "Working on it, buddy. Working on it. Listen,
Okay.
give me a couple of days, and I'll be right with you. Okay?"
Yeah. Tabitha, are you doing anything else before torpor takes you?
For the most part, she just bows to each one and kind of like make sure that there's notes for the intern when they come back, and would call the lady and just give them a detailed report of everything that had occurred.
The lady is currently occupied. Do you leave the information with one of their help?
Yeah. It's like, again, this is something that Tabitha does regardless to the lady, is gives a detailed report of everything they do.
Do you include the information about Talon?
Yes.
Okay.
And puts in like the little thing, I will do as you ask, whatever it will be tomorrow.
Okay. Maeve, are you doing anything before torpor takes you?
I I crawl into whichever bed I end up into, and I pull the lever because I'm very curious. And do you remember that scene in Atlantis where the mole dude like goes into the ground and he just goes, ugh? That's literally the sound Maeve makes before she passes out.
Okay. And Jet, what were you gonna do?
Oh boy. No, what I had in mind first and foremost was that I'm gonna send a message to Leroy. It's gonna say the pieces are in motion. Um, time to time to change the game, and that's it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to lay down without all the fancy things Tab has installed here because they are the ones that are freaking me out, to be fair. And unless there's already a feeling of it, I'm gonna try for premonition.
Uh, yeah, as torpor begins to take you, you feel your muscles tighten and twitch in convulsion. You're no longer lying on a bed. You're casting shadow from overhead, and light on all sides of you. As you stand in what appears to be the center of an inferno. Ash, bones, blackened stones everywhere around you. Where you hope to see the sun or the moon, there's only dark in the sky. And in the fire, you see things. Things that you desire. Things that you thought were no longer obtainable to you. You see a happy life. You see growing old. You see the taste of food. You see the warm touch of the sun on your skin. All of these call to you, and all of these tempt you. Do you take a step forward?
I'd like to make a wisdom roll on that if you let me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll whatever you feel is appropriate.
Let's see. Wisdom is up top, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, sorry, not wisdom. Willpower roll.
Yeah.
That was meaning. That'll be willpower. Let's see. That'll be 4 now. Oop. All right.
What does one success mean?
I'm gonna be trying to look further into the fire. I'm not gonna take a step. I'm looking for something specific. I'm looking for a cause, something to drive me. I'm not looking for not looking for the reward in the same way, if it makes any sense.
Cause.
I'm looking for an incentive. And if I don't see it, I'm comfortable in the dark.
The fire goes out. And you see a tree begin to grow. This is a beautiful tree, and it's growing rapidly. But you see 2 shapes, one on either side, tugging and pulling, trying to affect its growth. A skeleton to the left, and a serpent to the right. How do you proceed?
I'll tear off the snake.
You tear off the snake, and the tree leans to the left as the skeleton pulls. And a bird begins to fly. The skeleton reaches a hand towards the bird. And you know deep in your soul that if you touch this skeleton, if you intervene, you will hurt. Do you choose to intervene, or do you let things take their course?
I do intervene.
And you reach out and you grab this bony arm reaching for the bird. And it burns and stings. And the last thing you remember before you fall into torpor for the night is the taste of your own blood as your fangs pierce your tongue. And that's going to be where we wrap things up for today, folks. Thank y'all so much for hanging with us. Today was a little bit of a whirlwind of a game, but we always appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us. We're gonna change this music up and make it a little bit more upbeat. There we go. Nice and happy times now. So thank y'all so much. That was an absolute delight to run. I hope everybody watching had a great time. I hope all my players had a good time. So we're going to end this the way that we always do, and we're going to go through the list of players, let each of them tell you what their favorite part was, where we can find them again, and who they are. And we're going to follow the suggestion prompted to us by Wild One Izzy, and ask them what their favorite fantasy world to live in is. We're going to start with Manic Horse. Tawny, can you tell us who you are, where we can find you, what your favorite part was, and favorite fantasy world to live in?
My name is Tawny. You can find me at Manic Horse on Twitter, but I'm really terrible at checking Twitter. I'm more active on Facebook. Sorry. My favorite part, probably just the sheer amount of just bullshit that Tab pulls out of her ass. Just in terms of, I have this in my basement, and I'm always just like, what? So I just like the amount of stuff that Tab can kind of get away with. It amuses me. Other than that, favorite fantasy world or one I'd like to live in?
Yeah.
I guess I've always had probably a dangerous overfondness for Neverland. So that's
pretty
me.
Cool.
I'm gonna go play with the Lost Boys and stuff and the pirates and cause havoc.
Slowpoke, same question.
Yeah, so I'm Slowpoke. I'm somewhat hard to find, I've been told. Black Raven, Black Feather Guild. Their Discord is probably where you're going to find me the easiest. As for my favorite part of the game, it probably has to be Tab introducing us to her house. Just like, this is everything that Jet was expecting and not expecting, to the point where location was like, huh, okay. And then just being described the interior like, yeah, this is more like it, yeah. It's perfect. As for favorite fantasy universe to live in, I'm probably gonna say, personally, it would probably be the Mass Effect universe, and probably not too long after the first Contact War. Will probably be my favorite, yeah.
Nice.
Age
all right,
of Discovery
Michael.
And all that.
What you got for us?
I'm Michael Wayne on Twitter. You give me a clip, I'll give you a GIF. I have a lot of little favorite moments, especially like Mikey getting rid of the body, for example. Like it's very much of like, well, I gotta find a place. Okay, I can't shove it down a drain. Okay, I'll set it on fire. Just, just all of that. Just crazy. Mauve, it would probably be the whole gas station and scene with Maeve. Of just like, okay, this is horrible. I'll deal with this paintball thing, but it's just like, oh my god, just and Jet reacting to just seeing Talon on screen. I'm just like, you know what? I would have killed her if she didn't mace me. I would have. Just like I agree. That's why I didn't intervene. Is I don't want this person to die. Hey, for favorite fantasy world to live in, that would either have to be a toss up between the fictional world of the Red Green Show or Brutal Legends, their world of just like heavy metal cover that you are just diving into. Like that's where it's tough because Red Green, that's where I get my cutoff phrase. We're all in this together. I'm pulling for you. But on the other hand, heavy metal with little cats that shoot out flaming beams, and you can ride on that. Tough choice.
Tough choice indeed. All right. Mikey, and that's shit.
Same thing. Yeah, I'm Nat. I play Mikey. Like Slowpoke, you can't really find me anywhere apart from the Black Feather Discord. Favorite bit from the session, probably just how surprisingly hopefully how smooth the Masquerade cover-up went. I didn't expect us to do so well, as I think it went well. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Favorite universe, Mass Effect is a really good shout, so I can't say that though. I like the idea of the World of Darkness, but probably not the safest place. So failing that, probably the Witcher universe, I think. Quite fun.
Oh yeah, that's way safer than the World of Darkness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So much safer. Awesome. And big shout out to Raven, who I'm going to turn the camera back to in just a moment, for being the always excellent host and producer, and we always enjoy being on Raven's channel. And I am Zan, storyteller for this wild little ride. You can catch me on the links that I just dropped into chat, insanitygaming.com and twitter.com/insanityttrpg. I'm a professional DM and content creator for a whole bunch of systems, and you can catch me next in a couple of hours. I'll be on here, and then Australian or Japan time Friday morning and Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon. I'll be on Polished Cryptid's channel, doing some great games for charity. I'll be wrapping up a Afterlife campaign, starting a Monster Hearts campaign, and doing a one-shot of They Came From Beneath the Sea, called Eel Intentions Be Damned. Yeah, and man, my favorite part of this game, I really enjoyed all the plot points that I got thrown tonight. That was a that was a wrecking ball right there. But I got to have a lot of fun with that. So big shout out to Wild One Izzy and to Slowpoke for letting me have a little bit of fun with those. I always like having a little bit more ammunition. Favorite fantasy universe to live in? I mean, I've really been thinking about this, and it's a hard question. It's kind of a toss-up between the Discworld, which would be just a great time, I think, or the weird universe presented in a regular show, which was so very absurd and strange, and I loved it so much. Yeah, and that's going to do it for me. So I'm going to turn the camera back over to Raven. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you same time next week.
All right, fantastic. Thank you again, everybody. Thanks to Michael Wayne for the donations and the gifted subs. Also to Wild One Izzy, also for the donation, and everybody that spent guild coins, much appreciated. We're gonna go on a raid. Be sure to come back here in about 3 hours for Water, which is a really terrifying show. It's a water planet survival game built on Fundamental RPG First Edition. It's pretty great. And yeah, so we're gonna go on a raid. We've got our raid cry, which is right there in chat. Definitely give Encounter Roleplay a follow if you're not following them already, and we will see you in a few hours.